Hello guys and girls, this is Cheppy slash Kyle.S, whatever you want to call me. Been reading this book here, Anything or Nothing, and it's a guide for people with bipolar disorder. As far as I've read of it, it's sort of like a comic book. Yeah, sort of like a comic book type of thing as well. Reason why I'm going for it is because it's down to a diagnosis which I've had since high school. And high school around about 2013, something like that anyway. Back when I was in high school in Ipswich, and yeah, it was a bit of a start. It's sort of helped me understand the diagnosis, that I'm not the only one who's had it before, and I've gone through which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. A lot of famous people have actually, had bipolar, and the medication actually for bipolar is also for epilepsy, so it's sort of a guarantee through by through. And if I just get my book a sec. Yeah, it's a clozapine. Yeah, I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's actually for mood swings, and basically for people with, trying to get my words out here. This is my problem. It's a sort of a thing for people with bipolar, people with mood swings. They have medication, as I just said, clozapine, I believe it's pronounced. It might be just the way my voice is at the moment. As far as my famous people, I don't really know some of them, apart from Linda Hamilton, who's in a star of Terminator, actually, as well. And then there's another one which a lot of people might remember, Carrie Fisher, which I believe she is actually a part of, if I can get the picture out, part of Star Wars, right there. Yeah, which I was surprised at, but enough of that anyway about, famous people and all of that. I've literally just read through the book. It is good, I'd say, for getting to know. It's sort of like a guide, sort of like a guide slash comic book, to sort of get people into it. It goes back to male and female, who can have it. Female, which can have, obviously the period, and that can actually sort of like, what's the word, sort of get the, I'm trying to get my words out now, trying to get the, the sort of bipolar thing, because a lot of people can have it. As far as symptoms, there may be depression, anxiety, which, and I have the anxiety part, as well. I don't really like going around people, unless I've known them for a while, I suppose. There has been situations where I've literally been drowsy, don't want to get out of bed, etc. And the guidelines for this to help people who have bipolar is to actually, well, from my perspective, because I'm not on any medication which is for bipolar, I sort of try to keep myself busy, maybe, sort of doing videos as well as, going up to date on different types of videos. I do actually make a little bit of music here and there, as some people know already. I know I play on the PS4, I've drawn quite a lot of things from, Monster to... I've sort of done the Breaking Bad thing, so, yeah. Apart from that, Rockstar, and that's sort of like my therapy type of thing. I have had different social workers who sort of come to talk to me, see if I'm okay, how I'm dealing with, my condition as well. Because it's not just bipolar which I have epilepsy, and it's a bit of a pain in some sense, I don't really know how to control it, in other words. Besides that, it's just really trying to figure out, a routine for quite a lot of people. Which I try to either keep myself distracted, in other words, is what I'm trying to get out, and it helps quite a lot in my sense. As you know, obviously this room area is different to the other ones. It's because I'm at Walkergate Park. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here for, but I'm going through the library area. Yep. Going through the library area anyway, on different stuff, just to keep myself busy, reading. I'm writing down different types of videos that I can do whilst I'm in the hospital anyway, in Walkergate Park. Seems like a good area. I did have just like a little sort of view is that, some days they do like pancakes, which, is a bit random, but I've had them, which was quite nice. The only part they didn't like was because I've got a what do you call it, peanut butter allergy anyway. Besides that, obviously I'm trying to get through my social skills a little bit more. I'm talking to doctors a lot more than some of the patients, in other words, because I was talking to some of the patients at Hawthorns or RVI hospital anyway. I'm not sure how to get across for some people, but I'd say read the video, read the comic / book anyway, because it does have parts which are comic book related, but then have more typing anyway, and it's basically how to cope with bipolar, going to doctors, if you're having tablets anyway, don't have, alcohol, which I'm kind of a lucky one, I guess, but at the same time, I don't really drink that much anyway. It depends on who has bipolar and how they are affected by it as well, because I've been diagnosed since I was probably 14, maybe 13 at least, when I was in high school anyway. So it was a bit of a sort of thing, ongoing thing. You can't. It's like something where it is always there. So for the people who are bipolar, try to get through it. Maybe read the book if you're able to get it as well. It's Anything or Nothing, self-guide for people with bipolar disorder. But yeah, apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm trying to go through my condition because I've got bipolar and epilepsy, so it sort of mixes between, and I'm trying to cope with it. I'm coping with it so far quite well. I'd say I sort of go through things which are extremely bad. Sarcastically, I go through it. I'm not sure how anyone else sort of copes with it. Some people might be different. And what I'm trying to get across is that, my situation anyway, obviously I cope with it in a sarcastic way, but at the same time I know what it is, and I know, like, I've had bad things happen. I don't talk to my mum. I haven't talked to her for that long. It can also cause panic attacks as well as anxieties sort of situations. Mainly, having a panic attack, in other words, is what I'm trying to get across with bipolar. Besides that, I'd say, try to keep yourself distracted if you don't have medication. But if you do have medication, obviously, take it. Don't use alcohol unless it may be like the one type of thing. I'm not really too sure for other people. For me anyway, so far, I haven't had to, like, I've drinking, I had alcohol, etc. But at the same time, it hadn't affected me, so it might just be down to a different person. Apart from that, I'll see you guys and girls later in a different video. I'm gonna try think of different videos as well. Maybe down to, I think maybe the next one might be down to someone who's inspired me, as well as, trying to get around doing different stuff as well. So I'll see you guys and girls later. Peace.